Guys, so ALICIA KIM said, if you're done with the ex, move on to the next. She said she would not have been addressing any rumors.
I've been getting DMs and emails asking me to clear up rumors and things that have been said. I said it in a video the other day when I was pregnant, and a lot of people are like, yeah, Kim, we have baby now, so you're ready to da. I will not be addressing no rumors or nothing like that.
A few moments later,
you filed divorce December 2023, 2 days before Christmas, because your goal in life is to break me down.
Especially as how they now have a court case because she had allegedly sent a cease and desist order to Bo's back. So I guess he must have said one thing or a couple of things that rubbed her the wrong way, because here she is now addressing the rumors. ALICIA KIM started off by saying that Bo is back, not for going like him as smarty more than her, as he and her, they are from the same Kingston 7 address, so not for going like him in an upper echelon. And as for her mom, she says he needs to stop referring to her mom as a Jezebel, as her mom has been with the same man for 18 years, but instead he should speak about the many marriages in his family. And now I'm chat the woman in them family daily. She even referred to one drawers that one husband same finding at the corner. Kim went on to say that instead he should focus on his children and grandchildren in Jamaica that he doesn't seem to care about, as she's the one who was always encouraging him to pay some attention to them, which he never did. This part though I find a little bit strange. She said, as it relates to them trying to have a child, she said Boo told her that if it meant that he would, she said that Boo told her that if he had to use his son's sperm to impregnate her, then he would. What? Well, different strokes for different folks. ALICIA KIM said it seems that Boo is back wanted her to work hard and mind him, to take care of him, and not have a child to leave her legacy to. And she would like to know if she was such an awful wife and he's divorced her from when or when. Why is he giving her 40 days and 40 nights? And especially as how he considers her family to be a Jezebel family. ALICIA KIM said she wanted Boo to come and live in Jamaica, but instead, in 2018, 3 days after flying down with his family, he proposed to her, something that she and him didn't decide upon, as it was a surprise engagement which she had accepted. She said he must stop talk like saying pick her up out a roadside homeless, because when he met her, she had a 3-bedroom house upstairs that she worked hard and built upstairs, her mother's house. She said yes, he put her on the grill, as a husband would do. She said yes, there was a water issue. She did have a tank upstairs, but she said at times the water flow is a little bit low, and because of that, it had an issue going upstairs. So for him to talk to say she never have no water, she never have no light, she said how dare him not put context to it. As it relates to the electricity, she said she did have a box, but JPS wouldn't approve that box as it was too near to where the water is. So them never approve it. And so he got his friend to come and sort out the electricity for her. Again, something that she said any good man or woman would do because you are in a relationship with the person. As for around at the back where he meshed the windows, she explained that she rarely used that room and she just never get to it yet. As for the grill, he grilled her veranda. She said she never get to it yet. She said all these things, he was the one who offered. She never asked him for a dime. Yes, she is grateful for it, but he needs to put context to his story. And with Boo mentioning these things that he did for ALICIA at her home, she also wanted him to mention that at least he could walk around her house in his birthday suit. At least she never given an old bed for sleep on. At least her mother never made him feel uncomfortable in any way, and that her family opened up to him and actually welcomed him. Boo is back said that ALICIA Kim roof used to leak, as she rightly said, common assault. She said a slab roof. And when the masons did it, they made it with a little belly in it. And she said she's tried to redo that roof so many times. But she said once it rains heavily for days, the water soak in it and it soak through the roof. So she said, yes, water will come in then, but it's not like it is gushing through or rushing through. It would drip through. And again, she want to know what am I talk about? And she's still waiting for Boo to tell her why did he serve her divorce papers in the first place. And also the second. She said the first time he served her divorce papers, it is something he had premeditated because he wanted her Christmas to be disastrous. She said even when them sister them pinch her and tell her say anyhow she get documents come to her, serve to her, don't take it, refuse it. You understand? She said when it came, she took it and she never said a word to him, that he was hoping that she would have begged him back for the relationship, but she didn't. She said he left, went to Jamaica, enjoyed himself, and upon returning, she said him start beg her to stay with her. She said she not run him down because in the first place, I never really green card she look because she had asked him to come and live in Jamaica. Just that she was wondering what now is going to be her next move. She also mentioned that she would like Boo is back to put respect on her name because her mother a hustler. She born come say her mother a hustler and she learned the entrepreneurial skills from her mother because I'm in high school. ALICIA Kim says she used to sell underwear. You know, after that she had her little boutique selling clothes, and when that got slow, she borrowed $1,000 from him and she put it in her waist training business, and she said it start make her profit and she repaid him that $1,000. She said she realized though that is when he started making some money that whenever she would take an idea to him, it was always that not gonna work. So ALICIA Kim said that all these trips that she and Boo is back went on, that time Boo Lifestyle, she said that she's the one who paid for all of them. So she said all this time, the internet, I beat her bad and I say she a gold digger and she a say I pity them. No, because you know the age difference. So naturally people would assume that he was the one taking care of her, or at least he would have been the one doing certain things and so on. Plus he is the one who filed for her. You know, so people would probably naturally assume certain things. But she said no, she's the one who paid for all those trips, and she allowed him to claim that indirectly because she said it's her husband and that's what you do. You know, you're not going to throw your partner under the bus. So she don't understand again why is he being so obsessed about her, and why is he saying all those negative things about her and her family. She said God worked it all out because that same November when he got her served divorce papers, she said that same November, sponsorship and brand deals, many of them just started coming in one after the other miraculously. She also addressed how she ended up living with him at his sister's house. She said before she migrated, it was discussed between them that they would have been living at the sister's house, at his sister's house, temporarily, so that ALICIA Kim would be able to choose the apartment that she was pleased to live in. She said when she realized it was a trick, she started asking him, so what, my man? I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. She said all one day, she catch Boo and him sister out there chatter. She said she was so uncomfortable that she would lock up in that room sometime for days on end. And she kept asking him when were they going to move. But guys, it seemed as though the sister wanted her to move out alone without him. It seemed like the sister wanted her to move out of her house because ALICIA said that the sister kept coming to her and telling her that she had family who wanted to come and stay and so on and so forth. But ALICIA Kim said she understood because his sister was now a married woman and she must want to walk around her house, you understand, comfortably in her birthday suit. Lady probably want to make some extra noise in there. She can't do it because she has unwanted guests. So she said at one point she said to her, why don't you say it to him? I'm married to him. He's your brother. Why don't you tell him at this point that, hey, we need to move? And as she had mentioned prior, she said whenever him vex with her, him take back certain things, important things. So like the car that he had given her, or I guess loaned her, whenever he was upset with her, he would take back the keys from her. She said one specific day, she remember walking at the mall and he drove past her and literally looking her eye them while him a drive past her. And also the money that Boys Back took from ALICIA Kim's account, she said that money was money that she made from her hard-earned wig videos. That's the money that he got. But she said, you know something? She said she kind of feel good in her spirit because the money that he took, she said him supposed to feel good about it because him can't say she owe him nothing then. She said the money that he took should have covered every money that he spent. So again, why I'm out here a beat her bad since he recovered his money. She mentioned that the financial brunt of the relationship was on her shoulders because at his age, of course, he would not have been able to get a mortgage. But she said apart from that, she's the one who was working like a horse so that they could get a mortgage. Kim, I would just like to say to you, all this time you were keeping quiet, but I guess Boo touched some points that triggered you. Remember that you're still kind of fresh, giving birth to your beautiful baby girl, as you've said. Postpartum depression is real. Although you have your mom there to assist you, and I assume your partner, the child's dad, you yourself, no matter how much assistance they might give you, if your mind gone, your mind gone. You understand? And all these things that you're watching and listening to over the internet and stuff like that, Boys Back, the truck or whatever, you may think it's not affecting you, but obviously it's affecting you. Because like in 9.5 seconds of you saying, you will not be addressing any rumors and da-da-da-da-da, and if you're done with the X, move on to the next. In 9.58 seconds, he said something that touched a nerve that got you to come out, and all I mentioned, say him tell you, say, one husband did a complaint to him about one of the sisters allegedly because him find drawers in a corner. You understand? Like things like that. I'm sure you would not have wanted to say it, but I guess he triggered something within you and you come out and start talk up them something. Do you understand? Again, me can't tell you if you say because you're a big woman. Me can't tell you if you say or do. But all I can say is mind yourself with postpartum depression. Not because you have people around you, it doesn't mean it won't come onto you suddenly. It didn't happen to me, but I know of people who wanted to do some unthinkable things to their babies. You understand? So take care of yourself, baby girl, and I watch the noise in the market, okay? I'm Dion. My platform is Dove London, and until next time, the journey continues. Bye, guys.